Hi.
Hi, how you doing, Michelle?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Lovely to see you.
You too. I
Awesome.
understand that it's warm where you are. I'm out here freezing my tushy off.
It is. It's in the 70s today and possibly the 80s by Saturday.
Yeah, not here.
No. All right, let's see who's here in chat. I see Jerry Black is here. Let's see. Lots of great bottles released in 2021. Cheers, ladies. Absolutely. Cheers. I'm starting out with some Eagle Rare this evening to get started. Oh, Slapshot. Good evening and cheers all. Good evening, Brian. Glad
Hello.
you're here.
Cheers.
All right. Mr. Whiskey Shits ladies. Hey, ladies. Hi, Roxanne. We're glad
Hi,
you're
Roxanne.
here.
Good to see you.
Cheers. James Morgan. Evening, Michelle and Jen from all watching us in London. Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you.
So it seems like we kind of put this together, and then at the last minute we decided, wouldn't it be fun if we had our top 5 whiskeys from 2020 and had our husbands pour them, so we can find out if what we think is our favorite is really our favorite. So we don't know what's in what glass.
Absolutely. So I actually had a pretty easy time picking my top 5 because my journey is still new. So luckily it was easy for me this year because my palate is still new and I got to taste a lot of really good bottles this year.
Yeah, I had a little tougher time this year than I did last year. It was hard. I actually have an honorable mention because I couldn't fit them all in there.
Oh no. Hi Rachel.
Hi,
We're happy
Rachel.
you're here.
Glad you're here. That's my fellow Idahoan right there.
Oh, nice. Emily, cheers. Yes, please hit that like. It definitely helps our channel. We do appreciate that. Thank you,
Thank you
Emily.
very much, Emily. Cheers.
John T. Cheers, Michelle and Jen. Cheers, John T. What are you drinking this evening? To 1090. Nice to see you. We're glad you're here. Thank you so much. Cheers to you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this Wednesday evening or afternoon, depending on where you are.
Yep. Oh, Bourbon Baller, evening. Cheers to you. We're glad you're here. Thank you so much.
So what we're doing tonight is Jen and I each made a list of our top 5 releases of this year of 2021. And then as a little twist, we don't know what glass they're in. So we're going to find out if it's really our favorite. One of mine, I think, is going to be pretty easy to figure out because it's so high proof.
Yeah, I think there's one that I'll be able to pick because it's a finish, and I've really been into the finished whiskeys this year. I like all the different casks and things like that, so I've enjoyed those.
Nice. So let's see. Why don't I start with my top 5, and you can kind of see who's joining us.
Oh.
It's a temperamental little.
Oh, there you go. I lost you there for a minute.
Okay. So I'm going to start with my 5. I'll start from what I think is 5th place and go on up to 1. And then we'll see if that's true.
Okay.
So I have in 5th place the Smoke Wagon Uncut, Unfiltered Batch 102. So nice. I've had a few of the Smoke Wagons, started a couple years ago with them. They're all pretty solid. They all are fairly similar. I had Batch 102 I picked up about a month ago and really liked it. So, and then and that's, and I think it's non-age statement, but I think they're usually between 4 and 10 years aged. This one's 56.63 proof. And it retails for about $79.99 if you can find it at MSRP. So
yeah, 21090, absolutely. I wanted to see where my favorites lied. So I definitely am looking forward to see where it lands, because I do have a favorite. So I'm hoping that it still is the favorite, but we'll definitely find that out as we go.
okay, so what I put in fourth place was the Booker's Tag Along. They've released one or two more since then, but I really enjoyed that tag along. It's a lot like, it's right up there for me with the Country Ham. Country Ham is my all-time favorite. And this is right behind that, in my opinion. So,
Livewire. Hello.
Cheers.
Glad you're here.
The Booker's is 129.9 proof. And that's age 6 years. And if you can find it at MSRP, it is $89.99. So we won't even talk about if you can't find these at MSRP. But
hi, Chris. We're glad you're here.
Cheers. Hi, Chris. Cheers.
Cheers. We're thinking of you. Glad you're here.
Thanks for joining us. So then for my third place is Sam Houston 15. I thought I loved the 14 until I tasted the 15. It's pretty great. It is 103 proof and it's aged 15 years. If you can find it at MSRP, it's about $129.99. So,
Cheech.
Hello,
Cheers.
Cheech.
Glad you're here. Thank you.
Second place, I have the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. That's the one I was saying, when I taste these, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to pick that out because it's at 140.5 proof.
Yeah.
So I did ask my husband to not make it number one because I didn't want to blow out my palate.
Oh, Lil should be here very soon. Awesome. I'm very happy to hear that.
I look forward to that.
That's awesome.
And if you can find the Coy Hill, I didn't write it down. I want to say it was $89 MSRP. You guys can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong on that. So, and then my all-time favorite bottle, at least that's what I think till I do this blind, my all-time favorite bottle of 2021 was the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be the Elijah Craig. I know you're a huge fan.
I can't help it. I love Elijah Craig. And that was just a good one. C920 was probably my favorite barrel proof until the C921 came out. And that is 123.6 proof. And if you can find that at MSRP, gosh, I want to say it was $69. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And that's age 12 years.
Okay.
So those are my 5. We'll see if they actually fall into that. But I'm very interested to hear what you liked, Jen.
Okay. So I'm just going to tell you what they are and then we'll see how they rank. But so one of mine was the Starlight, the Brave Little Toaster, the Junkies pick. I really enjoyed this one a lot. So that's in my top 5. I have the Doc Swinson with the straight rye whiskey finished in the rum cask. I really enjoyed this one as well, which is one of the finished whiskeys, which I really enjoyed. The Remus Repeal 5, which is my ultimate fave. So I'm hoping that it's still my favorite when I do the blind, but I do really enjoy it. Then I have a Midwinter Night's Dram, the Act 9 Scene 1. I do like this blend of the rye whiskey. And then the Old Carter Bourbon Batch 10. So I really enjoyed this one. And it's a good proof. It's higher than what I've been drinking. And I really enjoyed it. So those are my top 5 of this year. I actually thought I'd have more ryes in there because I do enjoy rye. But I'm really excited to see where these lie this evening.
So you have a couple finished in there. This should be really fun to see how this goes. I am not surprised that you have that Remus in there.
Yeah.
We all know you love the Remus. So real quick, before you rank yours, Jen, I wanted to mention real quick, because I couldn't. It was too hard. I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
So
Live wire whiskey, you should go back and buy it if you can. It's delicious.
Yes. So one of them, and the only reason this didn't make it into my top 5 is I didn't want to put picks in just because they vary so much. Strong top 5 right there. Yes. And mine was it's the pick by Whiskey Mentors, the Starlight Double Oak. I love Starlight, and Irene Tan's pick on this was just phenomenal. So I wanted to at least mention it.
21090. It is the Old Carter Batch 10, the bourbon. So I don't know if it's going to come on. That's the one.
I think that made an appearance in our Old Carter blind that we did, right?
Yes, it did, which is what made me go back and have some more as well. I did see that you have the Sam Houston 15, which I just had recently, and I enjoyed that one as well. That's a good pick.
And then this one is from a Portland, Oregon brewery. It's all women. And it is, I just love it. It's lower proof. It's easy to find, and it's like $49. But it is the Freeland Spirits bourbon.
Oh, I like the bottle.
It's such a great, easy sipping pour. So I at least wanted to mention it because it was one of my favorites this year.
All right, Scott Pigsley. Cheers. Glad
Cheers,
you're
Scott.
here. Cheers.
All right, Jen, what order did you put them in?
So before I do the blind, so it's going to be the Remus, then the Old Carter, the Brave Little Toaster, the Midwinter Night's Dram, and then the Doc Swinson. So that's how I have them.
All right. Whew. Okay. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We get our Starlights next week. Chris, I love the Starlights. I haven't met a Starlight I don't love.
Oh, very nice. You have to let us know how you enjoy those once you have them.
Oh, Bubble Bath Bourbon said he's seen that Freeland. I would pick it up. It's a very affordable bottle. It's worth it. Absolutely. Totally worth it. So, okay, Jen, you want to start us off?
Sure, absolutely. Okay. So the way I am going to taste them when I'm doing the blind, and then I'm going to rank them from worst to best, how I'll rank them. So Cheech poured them for me, so we will see how this goes. So it smells really good. It's definitely a little sweeter on the nose, which I like. Let's see.
Okay, Chris. Hey, Big Vic's here. Cheers, Big Vic. How are ya?
Cheers, Big Vic. Okay. So I'm definitely enjoying this. It's definitely a little bit spicier on the back end. So I'm leaning more towards it being on the finish side. But I do like the spice a little bit on the back end of it. Yes, Scott, I probably will pick Remus. I'm hoping. I really do like it. I haven't found one that I liked better yet. So
I'm gonna laugh so hard if that doesn't, like, if it comes in last. That would happen to me.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the point, though, right? Because you want to make sure it's not just what you think, that you do have the taste behind it. Oh, Trish, cheers. We're so happy Trish. You're here. Thank you for coming by. Mr. Whiskey Shits, cheers. Glad you're here, Adam.
Glad you're here. I'm going to go ahead and start nosing my first blind while you're doing your tasting.
Absolutely. Let's see. See Richie Z's here. Cheers to you. Glad you're here.
Hey, Richie, how are you? Happy Wednesday.
I like the finish on it. It's very spicy on the back end.
So for those of you just joining us, we have our top 5 each, but our husbands poured them into a blind so we can see if they're actually in the order we think they are.
Okay.
Hi,
Oh,
Stella.
hi, Stella. Good evening. We're glad
Glad
you're
you're
here.
here.
Right.
Okay, so
I liked that one.
this one's so light on the nose, which is weird because I think I picked all fairly high proof except maybe that Sam Houston.
Do you generally stay in the higher proof range?
Like I love that Freeland Spirits, and it's not very high proof. I do usually like a higher proof, but it really depends on the pour. I mean, some of those lower proof ones, you get those notes come kicking out, and they're good.
Right now, I can get more on the nose on the lower proofs. When I try on the higher proof, I still get the ethanol more. So I'm still trying to get past that point in my journey into the higher proofs.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I am moving on to the second sample.
So my first sample, it's got a really fruity, fruit forward, sweet. If I didn't know any better, I would think it was finished, but I didn't put any finished in my 5. So.
Any tasty notes for us who drink bourbon through proxy?
Oh, James.
Let's see.
Yeah, definitely a fruity like pear. Pear? Yeah, pear.
Oh,
but it drinks really light.
Is it Janice? I hope I said your name correctly. Mom, hope you're here, and cheers. I'm glad you have stopped by with the Women of Whiskeys, and we hope you enjoy our show. Okay, so the second one is definitely a little bit lighter.
We're his Cool 62 Chev. Do I know who that is? I don't know if I know who that is.
Oh, well,
but thank you for that. I'm so glad you're here.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
That's got a rye finish in it.
You're on antibiotics? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, cheers with your edibles. That's awesome. I hope
you feel better.
Please feel better.
Good.
I know which one this one is.
You know which one's Remus?
Yeah, I know this. I know this one.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is the midwinter.
Is it? Okay. So you're calling that one, huh?
Yep.
All right. Cheers, Steve. How are you? What is everybody else drinking tonight? I'm very curious what you guys are drinking with us.
Hey, Trev. What's up? Glad you're here.
Glad you dropped in. How are you? We're just sipping through our blind flight of our top 5. So we're going to see how they land.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Trev. Yes, please hit the like. If you hit the like, it really helps our channel out. Small channels like us, that can make all the difference. Thank you.
Absolutely. We definitely appreciate it.
Let's see. So this is kind of fun. I think my husband caught on to how I like to do my blinds. He put them all in different channels, Glens. So my first one is the Bourbon Junkies. So that was my sweet and jammy one.
Ooh, the Chattanooga 111. That is actually a good pour.
I don't think I've had that one.
Yeah, I like the Chattanooga series. They have the port cast and the tequila finish are 2 very good ones as well. They were in the top. They just didn't almost reach the top 5.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably like that port finish, actually. Rachel, yes, pop that C921. I'm telling you. So my second one is in my Mash and Drum Glen.
Let's see. Scott was drinking the Maker's Mark FAE01. Very nice.
This one's got a little brown sugary, spicy stuff.
Nice. Hi, Mr. Jiggs. Nice to see you. We're glad you're here. Justin Jonas, cheers. Thanks for coming by. All right.
Thank you. I will look for that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I know that you guys both love your Chattanooga, so I'm very, very excited. Well, they sent us samples once before. My husband drank them all.
Yes. So we know Will enjoyed them.
Will did enjoy them.
Absolutely. So I am moving on to my third sample.
Oh, cool, Trev. Thanks for staying up for us. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Lisette is drinking Early Times. Glad you dropped in, Lisette.
Absolutely. Thank you. And we have some Early Times here as well. Oh, Amy Bohm. Hello. Cheers. So glad you came by. Awesome.
Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to 3.
Dan Obi. Good evening. Glad you're here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it looks like you have a lighthouse in your picture. That's cool. Isn't anywhere. Where is this lighthouse?
So has anybody else picked out like their top 3 bottles that they think that are their top 3 from 2021? I'd be really curious to see what those are.
Cheers, Tim Evans. We're glad you're here.
Hey, Tim. Cheers. I think a package just went out to you, actually.
My Whiskey Lab. Cheers, lovely ladies. Also a Chattanooga whiskey lover. Yes, it is very good. We do enjoy that. Cheers. We're glad you're here. Oh, as a nightcap. Well, what have you had so far? What would you like to finish with? Not Amy. Cheers and people. Awesome.
Glad you're here, Amy. Good to see you.
Oh, Chris Cox, second time watcher, first time commenter. Great work, ladies. Thank you. We do appreciate that. Thanks for coming by again.
What are you drinking, Chris? Adriana, am I allowed to pick 3 Knob Creek picks? No. No, of course you can. It's your top 3. Put whatever you want in there.
Oh, bourbon. Oh, Whiskey Mountain sent me. Well, we appreciate Adriana sending you bourbon. Thank you for stopping by with us today.
Good to see you, Ben.
Oh, nice. Russell's Reserve 13 for Cohen. Nice.
Yeah, I think that would probably fall in my husband's top 3 as well, if I had to guess.
Oh, St. Augustine. Oh, excuse me. Nice. I know where that lighthouse is. Very nice, Jano. So I do like that number 3 a lot. That is delicious.
Huh. I don't know which one this is at all. I'm like, is this really in my top 5?
Oh, nice, Scott Pigsley. So Remus 5, Seagrass, and the FAEO 1. I haven't had the Seagrass.
That's actually 3 really good up there. That's a solid lineup.
All right, 2021 has kind of sucked, but probably both FAEs for me, Disco 6 and Stag 16.
You know, I almost put the Stag in my top 5, but gosh, I can't. We got a couple of them this year, and we just dropped 15 here. Yeah. So we got 15, 16, and 17 like all within 2 weeks.
Cheers, JC. Sipping some Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye. Very nice. That's a good pour.
Slapshot. Hi, Robotic. Slapshot. EC B521. Okay.
Oh, hi, Robotic. Nice to see you. Let's see. Lisette, 2021 finished 2 bottles of Pikesville Rye. Pikesville Rye is a good rye. It's pretty sane.
Looks like my husband, William Davilar, is in here.
Hi, Will. It's awesome to see you, as always.
He's like out on the patio, having a cigar, having a pour.
You know, the rough life.
Yeah, it's hard to live here.
So Cohen, Remus 5 was the best deal of 2021. High-end bourbon, $80 for me, and got 2 of them. That's awesome. Remus 5 is delicious, and that's a good one for $80. All right, so I am moving on to my 4th pour.
Cheers, Jason, the mash and drum. So you combined them all your pours, and you're just chilling. How is it? Is it good?
Justin Jonas. Who are all these people that got their hands on Russell's 13? I'll never see a bottle of that.
I like this.
Oh, this is very sweet on the nose.
Okay.
Jason, the mash and drum at Women of Whiskey. What up? Sorry, what's up, beauties? I'm blending all my remaining pours. Oh, great to see you guys. Awesome, Jason. We're happy that you stopped by. I hope that is a good pour once you mix it.
You missed it, Jason. My number 2 blind is in my mash and drum Glen.
All right. Steve Williams is drinking Rare Breed. Very nice.
Can't go wrong with Rare Breed.
All right. Stella 1910 Rendezvous Rye and probably the Bullet 10-year Eagle Rare. Those are solid.
Yeah.
Those are some solid picks.
Those that know me know that Eagle Rare is one of my top. I love Eagle Rare. It's one of my faves.
Yeah, you do like that Eagle Rare.
And I like the 1910. I mean, that's good and solid.
Okay, so I have no idea. What is it?
Monosyllabic.
Monosyllabic. Drinking Knob Creek. What is that? Single barrel star pick. And
Modesty 1 AB 1K?
Monosyllabic. I'm probably murdering it, but I'm sorry if I did. All right, Jerry Black, my top 3: Remus 5, FAE 01, and Blood Oath Pack 7. I haven't had the Blood Oath, but I've had the Remus 5, of course.
Ooh, this is so good. It's really good. I think I know what this is.
If I picked it out, I'll be excited if I actually picked one out. I mean, those are good ones.
Rachel, the Yellowstone 21. I think we might have it, but I have not had it. So really, it was good. It was a good standout.
Mm-hmm. Donald Rance, definitely Blue Spot, and Middleton Dark. Is that Glacier or Glacier? Would be in the discussion for me along with the Octomore 11.1. So I'm assuming those are Scotch, or is that Irish whiskey? They don't sound familiar to me at all, so you can just tell me what it is because I'm probably wrong. My whiskey lab. I'm still working on my list of top 5 memes from Jen's Insta post. Yes.
Okay. You have to check out Jen's Instagram because it is freaking hilarious. I keep telling her she needs to be in charge of our Women of Whiskey's Instagram because she's freaking funny.
Yeah, I find a lot of different aspects of life funny. So I like to share it with people.
I think this is the Elijah Craig. This is freaking good. It's really good.
Okay. So Trev, the Bourbon Wrench, we side by side the Russell's Reserve 13 with a Russell's Reserve pick I have, and we all picked my pick over the 13. It's good, but I can't put it on my list, my favorites list. Okay. I'm sure you're going to have a hard time, Trev, because you've opened a lot of different bottles this year. All right, Robotic. Top 3 is tough. I'm higher on Calumet 15 than most, but that's an honorable mention. I go A121. Okay. I don't know what that abbreviation is. I'm sorry. Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered, as always. And let's go with Remus 5. Yes, always go with Remus 5.
And it was funny because when I started putting these, I was like, I think it's an unpopular opinion that my Smoke Wagon would be in my top 5, but it is. It's a good, solid pour. I enjoy it.
Yes, Scott Pigsley. He is in the background. He is helping me make it happen. If not, it would be a dumpster fire. So
they're our team. They do all the tech stuff and they keep this rolling. I just show up and talk everybody's ear off. So
yeah, we're very fortunate. So thank you. We appreciate you.
Okay, I'm going on to my last one. You know what's funny is I've nosed all these and none of them smell as high proof as the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, and I know it's in here.
I'm sure you'll pick it out. Cohen, I passed on all the Elijah Craig barrel proof and Maker's FAEs and Booker's this year. Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered, and Remus 5 and 4 Roses pick were a better value to me. I mean, they're all good. They're all good picks. All right.
Oh, I found it. That's Coy Hill. It's so good. It's so, so good. But you definitely know it when you drink it.
Let's see, Amy Bone. One thing that really surprised me this year was the Sagamore Rye. So good. Yes. Very nice. I'm a fan of the ryes.
And if I'm correct, that would mean that the Coy Hill is in my Whiskey Encore.
Yay. Awesome.
If you have not checked out Whiskey Encore, that is Cheech's channel. And he's for all you late night people that like to stay up late. Make sure you check out Whiskey Encore's channel.
Absolutely.
We also have Whiskey Mountains in here. If you like, she takes hikes and does these beautiful views and gives reviews on whiskey. Make sure you check that out.
Yes, Jason, we are blinding our top 5 tonight. We know channels are going to be doing it throughout the month. So we just thought we'd go ahead and do our top 5 today.
We thought it would be fun, instead of just picking our top 5, to have William and Cheech pour them for us, and we can see if what we think is our favorite is really our favorite or not. So it usually never ends up how I think it's going to end up. So, Cohen, I think that the C920 and the C921 are pretty solid. The A121 and the Bs in general, I wasn't that big. I wasn't that impressed, but I like most of the Elijah Craigs. So. How are you doing on your ranking, Jen?
I'm doing good. I think I'm pretty good, actually. The last one I really enjoyed is definitely a higher proof than the ones that I've had. It's just a little bit more warm on the front end than the other 4 that I've had. And I started out with an Eagle Rare just to get started. So this is definitely higher. Let's see, monosyllabic Women of Whiskeys with these specs. Apologies, good. I'm new and I do not know y'all. You actually nailed my ridiculous name on the first try. Monosyllabic, amazing. My man at the Bourbon Wrench.
Good job, Jen. Nailed it.
I had help. I had help from my tech team back there. John T.
I don't know. I got to go back to these. I don't know where these are going.
Mine of the year, 4 Gates Batch 12. Christmas from Storytime, M&J Wilderness Trail Pick.
Okay. Yeah, the picks, I didn't feel like putting the picks in my top 5 because they vary so much that I really wanted, because like I said, otherwise there was a couple of picks that definitely deserve some focus, but.
Absolutely. So I actually think I know I'm going to rank these. Okay, so I am just going to go over the 5 bottles that I chose for my top 5 before I give my ranking. So again, I had the Old Carter Batch 10 Bourbon, which is 116.8 proof. A Midwinter Nights Dram Act 9 Scene 1, which is 98.6 proof. Which is a good, decent pour. I had the Doc Swinson Straight Rye Whiskey finished in rum cask, which is also a very good pour. If you haven't had the chance to try it, and you do, I would definitely give it a sip. It's delicious. The Starlight Bourbon Whiskey. This is the Brave Little Toaster, the Junkies pick, which is very good. And I do enjoy that. I've had that more than a few times. And then, of course, the Remus Repeal 5, which I do enjoy. But I am surprised it is actually not my number 1. And so we will see how these are.
Okay, so to run through mine real quick. We have the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered Batch 102. I had this in 5th place. I had the Booker's Tag Along in 4th place. The Sam Houston 15 in 3rd place.
Mr. Jigs, can we pick top 5 off the shelves behind you both? Absolutely.
Do it.
Let me know.
Second place was the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. And huge surprise, my first place was the Elijah Craig C921.
Very nice. All right, so I'm going to rank these, and then I'm going to give them to Cheech so he can tell me which ones are which.
Sip them again.
And William, while she's doing that, if you want to text me where my answers are in here so I can grab my answers, that'd be great.
Okay, Cohen, I heard all of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof were not up to snuff this year compared to other years, and that is why I passed. I have 5 or 6 of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof from other years, and I was good with what I have. Well, the good thing is there's a lot of different options out there and a bunch of different distillers. So,
yes, William, Coy Hill came in second for me. It's hot coming off the gate there.
So Eric Gunderson sipping some Garrison Brothers. Is it Balmorea? Salantes? Salancha. It sounds very exotic.
They are under the bar mat in front of me. Okay. I'm not going to look till I tell you guys my ranking.
Mike Franklin. Oh, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A121 and the C921. Very nice.
Absolutely. The A121 was good. I just liked that C920 a little bit better than that. And then I love the C921 as well.
Adriana, Whiskey Mountain, smart way to do it. I'd be so afraid of hurting my Knob Creek's feelings if I didn't get first. Well, have Nick pour you a blind and see where it ranks.
I could see Adriana just in fetal position crying if a Knob Creek didn't win.
I don't know. She's got a really good palate. She might be able to actually pick it out.
Okay.
See, Bourbon. Am I weird that I don't care what my best of the year were? Just enjoy whiskey. Oh, no, it is not weird at all.
Nope. I mean, enjoy it. I think for me, each year I like to learn how my notes and stuff, how my palate's evolved. So I like to keep track of that stuff because it's such a journey for me to each year my palate changes and evolves. And it's just kind of cool. It fascinates me.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting into the higher proofs to see if I'm able to get some more of the notes on the palate and the nose.
Oh, we're getting you there, Jen.
Yeah. Robotic. Oh, my Act 8 is calling. Well, you should definitely go visit it.
Do it.
Take a sip. Say hello.
Fantastic. Okay. Do you have your rankings?
Yes. So.
She just says sip them again.
Yes, I did sip them again. So.
Oh, Jason, the blend of all 12 whiskeys that you had tonight.
Oh.
Really? Now, I don't know. I am so scared to blend stuff. I know my husband's really good at that, but I got to get where I'm at now first.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Trev, absolutely hands down. Could you imagine what a blast that would be with Adriana? So Jen, Bourbon Wrench says, can we please go on a Knob Creek pick and bring Adriana along? I wouldn't even offer my input. What she says goes. Yeah, she's a pro. She knows that Knob Creek.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's see.
All right. Let's see. Donald Ranch is talking to Will. What did you put in your glass again?
Okay. Oh, he's talking about the blend for Blendageddon. That's right. Yeah. That was so fun to watch, Jason. That was such a great series. It was just very cool. And for the second year, right? Second year?
Yeah, blending is to me it sounds difficult, and I think it's only because I'm new, so I don't know all of the palate taste and everything that goes in with it. So I'd probably mix some stuff that would not go well together because I'm still new. But I think that blending is actually probably pretty difficult.
Jan, I think you'd be surprised. I think that you have tasted enough of the base that you're starting to pick those notes out. And I know that for a long time, I was always like, I'm so new, I can't do it. And then you start doing those blinds and you realize, you know what? I know a little more than I thought. I might be able to do this. So
Absolutely.
I think your palate is phenomenal, actually.
So, okay. Oh, Big Vix is cheering Jerry Black. Awesome. Okay. So I have
Oh,
my rankings.
shoot. Sorry, Jason. I only saw last year's and this year's. I didn't realize it was the 4th year.
Oh,
Wow.
very nice. All right. William Stagg Jr., Rittenhouse, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, Eagle Rear 10, all equal parts. Very nice. At Donald Rance doing a world whiskey next year. Very nice. That'll be fun. All right. Women's palates are more mature. Go figure, Mr. Jakes.
Well, I mean, just saying. Okay, what's your ranking?
Okay, so actually, Remus 5 did not come in first.
That's okay. Thank you, Cheech.
Yes. So actually, the Junkies pick of the Starlight of the Brave Little Toaster actually came in first for me, which is very surprising.
That's awesome.
I did not think that. Yeah, absolutely. My Remus 5 actually came in second, which is a good pour. So not too far off, but it didn't come in first with this blind. My third was the Midwinter Nights Dram. My fourth was Old Carter, and then my fifth was Doc Swinson.
Okay. So it's not surprising because you're really into finished right now. So it's not surprising that your finished ones were in that top 3.
Yes, I really do enjoy the finished. Absolutely.
Okay. So Will said mine are under the bar mat. Okay. Oh.
There we go. Dominant blending is a difficult thing. Sometimes 2 + 2 = 4, and others it's 2 + 2 = 47.
True.
Chris Cox, what is the theme and when is the next stream, guys? So the theme today was our top 5 of the 2021 year. Our next stream is actually going to be on December 15th, and it's going to be our Criminals and Cocktails series.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to be at 8 p.m. Central and 11 Eastern next Wednesday on the 15th. So
it's
please
actually
come back and enjoy
8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Yes. And it will be our Criminals and Cocktails series. And definitely come stop by, and we hope you enjoy our next case.
So our Criminals and Cocktails is once a month. We do stream every Wednesday. And we're doing the is it Tyler Hadley case?
Yes.
And I think it's your spin on the hot toddy is what you decided on for the cocktail, right?
Yes, absolutely. Since it is Christmas and everyone likes to sip a little something warm, even though I'm in the South, I do feel for my people in the snow, but I do still enjoy tea. So I am going to put my spin on a hot toddy. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. And then again, we're doing the Tyler Hadley murders.
Yes.
He was not nice. So if you want to take a chance and look that up prior, or just come hang out with us for a really good in-depth look at that case, we're going to be sipping some Jen Artolino twist on hot toddy. And you're releasing that video out beforehand so people can get the ingredients, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's going to go on Saturday.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm looking at my rankings. I'm going to start at number 5 and go up to my favorite.
Thank you, Richie Z. I appreciate that. I hope I have great taste.
So my 5th place was it was the Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered.
Oh, Chris Tat said Lil says hi to all. Hi, Chris. Hello. We said hello, and we're thinking of her and cheers, and we love her.
Cheers. Lil, I hope you're doing well. I'm glad to hear that things are going as planned right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then in fourth place was the Booker's Tag Along, and which is where I had it so far. 5 and 4 is where I had it. The Sam Houston 15 was third. Oh, just kidding. No, that's right. Gosh, I hate it when we write things backwards. So,
all right, Adriana. Wahoo! Criminals and Cocktails is my fave. Y'all do such a good job with it. Thank you, Adriana. We do appreciate that, and I'm happy you do enjoy it.
Oh no. Really?
Do the Amazon Killer Bubble Bath Bourbon. I'm actually going to write that down right now. I got a little pad in front of me. I'll check that out for sure.
So my second place was Coy Hill, and my first place was Elijah Craig.
Oh, see, you knew
I
you
looked
picked
at
the
it wrong.
leg,
I was
right?
like, oh my gosh, there is no way that Sam Houston came in first, but it didn't. Okay.
No, Sam Houston's a good pour though. I had that like 2 weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it.
So my number one did end up being the Elijah Craig, followed by the Coy Hill. And yours was?
Mine was the Brave Little
DJ
Toaster, and then the Remus 5. Night, Justin Jonas, thank you for staying with us this far. So I hope you have a good night.
Yeah, William did mess with me by right. I'll be honest, you guys, I can't read his writing. That's what the problem is. Sorry, Will. I can't read his writing.
Oh, Chris Tats, give me a sec to take my headphone out and you can say it again. Okay. Well, Lil, we love you. We hope you're doing great and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Love you, Lil. Kind thoughts. Well, this was fun. So was there one that surprised you, Jen?
Actually, yes. So to be honest, I thought the Doc Swenson would actually come up a little higher because it is finished in the rum cask, and I really enjoyed it when I had it in a different blind that we did. So that one was a little bit surprising to me, and then that the Remus 5 wasn't first because I have been completely telling everyone drink Remus 5. It's awesome. It's delicious. It's the best ever. And it did not come to be my first.
I was really kind of torn on whether Booker's or Smoke Wagon because I like the Bookers and I like the Smoke Wagon, but for me, they kind of fall neck and neck. So I was curious to see where they would fall on that. So
Whiskey Mountains. I think they're in northern Florida, though, which is more like the south at the Bourbon Ranch. The rest of Florida is a different country. Yeah, Florida is the Wild West down here. You get all types of people and cultures, and you should definitely check it out. It's fun down here. Oh, Chris Tat, she said thank you. Awesome. I'm glad that she is doing good and that you're with her. Cheers, Scott Pigsley.
So I actually haven't looked if anybody's been dropping links, but if you are a moderator of ours, we do have some other channels in the chat. They're all channels that we support and love. If you wouldn't mind tossing those links out, we have such a wonderful YouTube community, and there's some really great channels that not only support us, but that we watch because they're just good people with good tasting notes and a little bit of entertainment. So
absolutely. If there's any mods in there, we definitely want to drop Adriana's link with Whiskey Mountains. We have Trev, the Bourbon Wrench. We have Cheech with Whiskey Encore. Those are awesome channels. You get all different types of content, all different types of flavors, and it's a good time. So definitely check out those channels.
We have a Bourbon's channel. We also have Mash and Drum that comes on Wednesdays right before us. So if you want to make a whole Wednesday night out of it, you can start with Mash and Drum and then come check us out. And then Trisha from Whiskey Eyes, she comes on after us usually. So make a whole Wednesday out of it.
Yes, I think Trish does like a game host thing after Women of Whiskeys. I don't know if she's doing it tonight, Trish. If you are, just put it in the chat so we know, so we can let people definitely know that there's something going on after us. So if you are going on tonight, definitely let us know, Trish.
So also the one thing that Jen and I really, really appreciate is if you either email us at womenofwhiskies@gmail.com, throw it in the comments or give us a message. Any criminal cases that you'd like to see us cover, any cocktails you'd like to see Jen put together to make for you. We love all those suggestions because you are the reason we're here. And so we really like to know what it is that you want. What kind of content do you want to see?
Absolutely. Definitely let us know different cases that you're interested in, if there's certain whiskeys that you want us to try, or if you have some ideas for some content that you like, definitely send us a message and we'll definitely take it into consideration and bulk up our channel some more. So we definitely appreciate that.
Trav, I went ahead and made you a
Trisha's.
mod. You can go ahead and drop that information if you'd like on that fundraiser that you're doing. It's a wonderful thing. So go ahead and drop that in there.
Absolutely. Whiskey Eyes, Trish is going on after us tonight. So definitely check out Whiskey Eyes after this. And Trish will be hosting games and after chat. So definitely check that out.
Liquor Center Whiskey. So that's the nice thing about some of these tea-based cocktails. Is you can get totally different flavors off of the different type of tea you use. Something totally different between a Earl Grey tea versus like a citrus chamomile type tea. It's just fun to kind of play around with those.
Thank you, Cheech, for making Richie a mod. You can do that. Definitely put in the links for us, Richie. We appreciate it.
So we have just about 8 more minutes. We're gonna close down about 8 minutes because we want to make sure that everybody has time to go over to Trish's stream.
Thank you, Chris. Definitely appreciate that.
So my top one ended up being the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921, and like I was saying earlier, it's 123.6 proof. If you can find it at MSRP, which you usually can, and I was asking someone to back this up because I can't remember for sure. I want to say it's $69 MSRP, but correct me if I'm wrong. And then Jen, yours was the...
It was the Starlight Brave Little Toastar, the Junkies, the Bourbon Junkies pick with Starlight. It is absolutely delicious, and it came in over my Remus Repeal 5, which was surprising to me, but it's a really good pour. I enjoy it. So if you've had the chance to taste that, it's a very good pour. So thanks, Bourbon Junkies. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, William Davlar is right. I cannot believe we forgot Livewire Whiskey on Sundays. They're one of our biggest supporters, and it's such a blast. They talk me into going on there every now and then for a good pub style stream. Make sure you check those out Sunday nights, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Oh, and it looks like they're doing a blend with Jason Busey. So that will be an interesting stream. So definitely check that out.
So Jen, that is actually a battle between Jason Busey and William Davlar.
Oh, very nice.
This Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific.
Yes, that Starlight is awesome. Well, I absolutely agree.
So, well, everyone, thank you again for joining us. If you wouldn't mind on your way out, just tapping that like button for us. If you had a good time or you love true crime, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications. And we do stream every Wednesday. The 4th Wednesday of the month is our Criminals and Cocktails series. So make sure you drop your comments on what you want to see in the future. And I think with that, Jen, should we go ahead and kick this over to Trisha's stream?
So she's still setting up. Okay. So we're just going to go for a few more minutes. So definitely come and check us out next Wednesday for the Tyler Hadley case. It's definitely interesting. So you do want to come check that out. It is different from the other cases that we have done so far. We definitely want to cover a wide range of cases. So any suggestion is also great. Jeffrey Wack. Hello, whiskey friend. Hello again, whiskey friends. Cheers to you. We're glad you're here. Thanks, Jeffrey. We
So the
appreciate it.
Tyler Hadley, think the reason why this one intrigued Gemini's, the email is women of whiskeys, which is plural, womenofwhiskies@gmail.com. I think why this particular case intrigued us so much is it is completely different than anything we've done. And to see that someone could disassociate themselves in such a way at such a young age is very interesting. So I hope you can check us out for that one.
Absolutely. It'll
I've
be
been
fun.
digging into it, and there's a lot of twists and turns on that one.
Yes, and that's going to be December 15th, and that is 8 Central Time and 11 p.m. Eastern Time.
You struggle like I do.
I do. I do. So please come and check us out next Wednesday for the Tyler Hadley case. It will be interesting, and I do hope you join us. Always definitely send us cocktail ideas, and also for the criminals and cocktails, or if you have an idea of a blind or a flight that you would like us to do, definitely drop us a line and let us know so we can give what you would like. Oh, thank you, Monosyllabic, for definitely subbing. We
Nice.
appreciate
Thank
that. Thank
you.
you so much. We appreciate everyone who is subbed to us. We would be here without you. Richie
Wow.
Z, women of whiskeys are always entertaining and welcome. Cheers, Michelle and Jen. Cheers, Richie Z. Thank you for everything you do. You are in a lot of the channel's chats, and you do support a lot of different individuals. So we do appreciate everything you do, and for the women of whiskeys. So thanks, Richie.
When I first started my whiskey tube journey, just being in chat and kind of dipping my feet in, he was like the welcoming committee. Richie Z made me feel very welcome. He makes everyone feel welcome.
Yes, he does. Thank you so much. Okay, so Trish isn't going to go on until about 12:15.
Okay.
So we can definitely sit here and chat with everyone and see what they are up to. So what is everybody drinking now? Are you doing a flight of your own, or are you just having a mixed drink? What are you having?
So Jerry Black loves the Wiseman bottle behind me. I love how people just kind of check out what's back there. What you can't see is we're almost done with our new bar. So it wraps. Will made these shelves that come across this whole other side, and he did beautiful work. I can't wait till it's all done and I can do a little quick 7-second video to just show you guys all the work that he's done on this. It's phenomenal. So we've got our criminals and cocktails. Those of you that true crime isn't your thing, I mean, I would hope you'd still come visit us. But if not, we are going to still go live right before Christmas, on the Wednesday before Christmas.
Yes.
And we're going to be sipping samples with friends. So we've received samples from our friends, and we're going to sip them and talk about them and just have a good holiday spirit gathering. So we hope you guys can come for that.
Absolutely. Just share a few drinks before the holiday and enjoy each other's company before we get in the craziness of family for those days. So definitely like to be able to share a pour with the people that I enjoy spending time with.
And it's so wonderful that this community just shares samples. You're like, I've never had that. Oh, let me hand deliver you a sample of that. And, it's time to celebrate that a little bit, the spirit of the whiskey community.
Yeah. Let's see, Chris Cox. I've never gotten into rye, but the Sagamore rye pick is fantastic. Heard you guys say as much before. Great job by those guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sagamore rye is very good. I like that rye.
I have to say, Cohen says, I'm glad these women don't say dram every 10 seconds. I say pour a lot though. Does that counteract that? Is that just as bad? Curious.
I think it's because you don't want to run out of a definer of what you're trying to say. So you kind of stick to what you know.
Yeah.
On it.
Pour, bottle, drink.
Be More Bourbon, Bellmead Reserve. I have not had that.
Now
I've had the Bellmead Sour
like
Mash.
The Bellmead Sour, right?
Yes, I do like the Bellmead Sour Mash. I do enjoy that. Let's see.
Yay, nice. Trev. So glad. And I'm hoping that your beautiful lady friend is watching with you. I hope.
Absolutely. I hope she does join us for December 15th. Maybe she'll even show up and chat. We do like having her visit with us. So we definitely would like her here.
Oh, okay. So recently enjoyed Redwood Empire and Barrel Spirits bottles. Which one did you like better? Just curious.
Let's see. So I recently had one of the Redwood Empires. Let's see. It's the Last Monarch.
Oh, uh-huh.
Lost Monarch, sorry, not last. And I had that like a couple days ago, and I really liked it. And it's a good pour, so that's the one we have.
So it's funny. I just started tasting some of the Redwood Empires, and they're so different than what I would normally turn to. But I mean, I kind of like them. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I mean, it's a Borai.
I think everybody knows what they're talking about.
Chris Cox trigger words: dram pour, juice, fresh crack, and neck pour. And I know what all those mean.
Pretty sure that's in every single chat.
Richie Z, Lost Monarch is tasty. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. It is a good one.
And then now we have Jerry Black is also doing that Yellowstone. I think I'm going to have to taste that. I keep hearing about that.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know if it's where we are. I'd have to ask Cheech. He does all of our whiskey hunting. So I'd have
you're gonna have to get on that, Jen.
You know, Cheech has a really good temperament with that, so I let him do that. He's a more people person than I am. Liquor Center whiskey just threw some Knob 12 and a toddy. Nice, that's a good one. That's a good mix. I hope you like it.
Zach Jones. Okay.
Sorry, I'm late. I just escaped Bubble Bath Bourbon's basement bathtub room. Don't tell him I'm gone. Well, I'm glad you escaped, Zachary Jones, and we're glad that you're here visiting and sharing a pour. Let's see, monosyllabic Emerald Giant, the rye from Redwood Empire and Lost Monarch are great. I find that I love rye so far. Baby Sazerac is another love. Very nice. Those are good ryes.
I'm actually starting to I've always been the one that says I don't like rice, but I'm getting there. I'm tipping in there a little bit.
Adriana, haha, neck pour is real.
Oh my gosh, you want to talk about a real neck pour? That Coy Hill. It's once you let it open up, it definitely opens up good, but that neck pour, whoo, holy moly.
So is it better to like pour out the neck pour and let it like sit for a bit before you drink it? Because I know from videos and from also other chats that the neck pour usually runs a little bit hotter. So I didn't know maybe if you just left it out, if it would gas off a little bit.
I don't know if I would dump it out, but you could definitely put it in a decanter or just let your glass sit and air out.
Yeah, like just leave it out.
Yeah. Adriana says, let the husbands do the shopping. And we relax and do the sipping.
Absolutely. You know what? I can admit when Cheech is better at something than I am, and that is definitely something he is better at than I am. He definitely knows where to find the deals, and he definitely knows how to make really good connections. So Chris Tats got to drop off for a bit. Talk soon, ladies, on the chat. Yes, Chris, I hope you have a great day. Give Lil our love, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
So Trev, just be careful. That means she knows how to get away with it. A lot of us women obsess over true crime, and it's just to keep you guys in line so that you understand that we have other women that will help us hide the bodies. We have all the knowledge to get away with it, and we've watched all the CSIs. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. What's interesting about the CSI take is that it's not real. I mean, so that's one thing you'll learn in true crime. A lot of stuff that they put out there with testing and things aren't actually as quick as they are or as efficient as they are. So it definitely gives you a different perspective when you look at both.
And I will say that is one thing, Jen and I both have our parts that we're a little stronger at when it comes to digging into the true crime. And Jen's forte is that crime scene investigation and all the new things they're doing with DNA and as the way that the crime scene stuff kind of has gotten better over the years. So she'll call me up and tell me all this stuff. And I'm like, no way.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely, every time I come across one, I'm definitely shooting her a text. I'm like, read this. It's so interesting. This case was solved from, 26 years ago, just because of the better science and technology that we have and DNA and Y chromosomal stuff. It's very, very interesting. So definitely watch out. I'm hoping that we will do a rapid fire video basically of just the cold cases that were solved in the last 2 years just because of that, to show that there is some hope for closure for people that have been waiting for so long, that there is maybe some light at the end, the tunnel that they've been going through.
Yes, Adriana, it will not only go up on Instagram, but on Saturday, Jen's going to release a short video that has all the ingredients and everything that you need for that cocktail.
Absolutely. Right. And Adriana, the genealogy stuff is cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, Will, it's now on record and it'll be there. So you've got some backup for your claim.
So who's going to be my alibi?
How's you gonna claim anything if you're dead?
That's funny.
Now I wouldn't know what to do without him. I'd be
Slapshot. Nothing in the criminal justice system works like TV shows. Nothing labs take a long time to return information, etc. You are absolutely
Agreed.
correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially, I've noticed just reading stuff, especially with since COVID-19 has come in, everything has gone to a snail's pace and they're so backlogged. It's just so sad sometimes.
It is. It is taking longer than expected due to the other issues that are going around in communities.
But in the same sense, we've had a lot recently this year of cold cases that all of a sudden, through familial DNA and all these new things, and these families are getting closure. And that's why I'm so excited that Jen's talking about doing some of these, not live streams, but just videos on some of these cold cases and finally getting closed out.
Absolutely. It's very interesting how long it takes, but it's very good that they never stop looking for answers and for ways to prove and to give families closure. So I do like looking at the science behind things because that is going to help us longer into the ways of technology and where we're going. Zachary Jones, Jen, do you sell cookies in your merch store? Not yet. I'm still working on the shipping thing. With cookies. I have a couple of ideas that Cheech and I are working on. We just have to see the efficiency on the shipping part of it. Because sending cookies overnight can be very cost prohibitive. They're good. I love making them. Sometimes it's almost cheaper if I fly somewhere and just make you cookies in your kitchen.
I'm still waiting. Still waiting over here.
Hey, once we get through the holidays, we're planning it. We're coming out there once you're no longer frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say our springs and summers are pretty nice. Not going to lie.
Absolutely. $40 cookie, Cheech Ardolino. Now, I believe they're $40 cookies, but I wouldn't feel right being like, hey, I'm going to send you, 6 cookies, send me $40. I mean, it's a little much. So we just have to figure out logistics wise on how to make all that work.
Once I taste them, I'll let you know what I'm willing to pay for them.
Okay. That sounds good.
But I will say, I'm very intrigued by that picture you put up on our Instagram. I want to try one of your chocolate chip cookies with my Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
It's a very good combination. Cheech Ardolino, I meant with shipping. Yes. Each cookie.
That might be worth it.
Yeah, actually, I had the Woodford Reserve and I had enjoyed a few pours of it. And then when I had it with a cookie, just because I like cookies, and it paired really well. So I was like, that's perfect. It has a nice little almost chocolate note on it anyway. And then you just add that sweet of the cookie in between with the whiskey. And it's actually a really good pour with it.
That sounds so good.
Just Chris, have y'all seen the Rhonda Sue Coleman cold case from Hazelhurst, Georgia? Sean, is it Kipe or Kip? Kipe has a podcast. It's called Fox Hunters. I'm going to write that down right now.
I'm writing it down as we speak.
Yeah, I love podcasts. So anything that you want to send my way, I'm definitely interested in listening to those.
Very cool. So
yeah. Yes, Zachary, test out your shipping with my address. I know Cheech has your address, so that might might be in the cards. We'll have to see how far you are.
That's right.
So I'm telling you, Jen, you come over, you make me cookies. I'll make you one of my bacon balls. We'll just sit here and eat a bunch of food and watch everybody's live streams.
Oh, Cohen, if Pappy is worth 2,000, her cookies are at least worth 40. I appreciate your confidence. Absolutely. Thank you.
Be more bourbon. Nice area out by Boise. There is still the Smurf turf. Yep. So once you're a Boise State football fan, you're kind of diehard for life. I don't think they ever release that out of their souls. Ever.
Do you have to, is it kind of like, I know here in Florida, it's like, the Gators or the Florida State Seminoles. It's like the two big rivalry teams here. The joke is that most of the fans didn't actually even go there. So
that's probably here too. But we're famous for the blue turf. And so it's kind of their thing is their football stadium has a blue turf.
That's interesting. Let's see. Whiskey Mountains. My personal deal is I can't listen about unsolved cases. I need an answer at the end. Kills me to hear all the details, then no answer, though I know it's important. So actually, Adriana, I felt the same way as you did. It was like, we have all this information, but there's no end. It doesn't come to a culmination. So you do have all these unanswered questions. So me personally, I like research and I like digging. So those are unanswered questions and they're open-ended. So you can look and you can glean your own opinion upon it. Cold cases are important because a lot of them are old, which we didn't have the technology that we have today in order to track. And then also like during the 70s and the 60s, there was a lot of hitchhiking and stuff going on, which was like normal practice. So people just like, hey, I'm going here, here, and there, and I'm going to hitchhike. But if you go missing, they're not going to know exactly where you went. So, people that don't know where you are, it's hard to track. So the technology-based side on it is now becoming more to being able to solve these cases. So I'm really excited about it. So if you're intrigued, I would say listen to just one and do a little research on your own, because it'll feed your mind a little bit more because it doesn't have a conclusion right now.
Adriana, I'm kind of with you in the sense that it keeps me up at night. I need the end. And so I can do cold cases, I can do unsolved. Missing persons are the ones that get me. I just stay up at night thinking about the fact that this person is still out there missing. And I can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah, there's always going to be a one or the other type of deal on that. Whiskey Mountains, I always read the description to see if the case is solved before listening to a podcast episode. I mean, I can understand that.
Can someone drop Trisha's link in there one more time for me? That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
I don't multitask well.
Thank you, Richie Z. Whiskey Encore, definitely sub to Cheech Ardolino's channel. He is on Tuesdays after the Bourbon Junkies, and then he is on Saturdays around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., depending on what he has going on. But he is definitely on, so definitely sub and check out his channel. And then I think Trish is coming on at 12:15. And if the mods can just drop her link in there, that would be great. And then she's going to go ahead and do a little game show, a little games, and pours and conversation.
Zach Jones, that is the question.
Zachary Jones, where is Carol Baskin's husband? I don't know. Monoslavic.
I don't know, but.
See, this is why Forensic Files is the GOAT of crime shows. Yes, it is. And it's still on Netflix. It even has the old school ones. And actually, Forensic Files is what got me into it because it was a shoe print in a tomato that actually solved the case. So that actually got me really intrigued in it. So Forensic Files is a good one. Whiskey Ice, thanks. Absolutely, Trish. We definitely want to send people your way and get you some subs over there and definitely help build your channel. So everyone, if you could definitely go check out Whiskey Eyes Trish after this. And she will have some conversations, some pours, and some good game stuff. And she'll definitely be a good host for that. So definitely check it out.
Oh, Slapshot. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine the unsolved cases that still haunt you and linger there.
That is an insane amount of stress
Yeah.
to carry with you. That is hard.
But on that note, we are doing crimes that are solved and walk you through when, how, where, how come, all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh, thank you, Chris Cox. We do have 58 likes. Thank you, everyone who has liked the video today and have joined us for the chat. We definitely appreciate you coming by, and thank you to all the moderators and everyone that's been here. Definitely check out Whiskey Eyes with Trish after us to keep your night going.
Okay, well, head on over and see Trish. I see that she is going live right now. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. It's always so fun to drink whiskey with friends. And again, if you like true crime and you like whiskey, hit the sub button. And hopefully we will see you next Wednesday.
Absolutely. And thank you guys for coming. Cheers. And we hope to see you on December 15th for our Criminals and Cocktail series.
Cheers.
Cheers. Have